Welcome everyone to the 2019 Reviewer Tutorial, a very brief overview of implicit bias. My name is Max Tulch, and I'm a member of the CACUSS Program Review Committee. If you have additional questions after this short tutorial, please email events@caucus.ca. Before we begin, we want to acknowledge that we are viewing this recording on traditional territories of Indigenous peoples of Turtle Island, and we want to recognize their contributions to this place and express our gratitude for our ability to come together and learn today. A warm welcome to everyone viewing this from across Canada. We are very grateful for your support and contributions in peer reviewing conference proposals this year and being part of our process. Implicit bias. Also known as implicit social cognition, implicit bias refers to the attitudes or stereotypes that affect our understanding, actions, and decisions in an unconscious manner. These biases, which encompass both favorable and unfavorable assessments, are activated involuntarily and without an individual's awareness or intentional control. Residing deep in the subconscious, these biases are different from known biases that individuals may choose to conceal for the purposes of social and/or political correctness. The implicit associations we harbor in our subconscious cause us to have feelings and attitudes about other people based on characteristics such as race, ethnicity, age, and appearance. These associations develop over the course of a lifetime, beginning at a very early age through exposure to direct and indirect messages. In addition to early life experiences, the media and news programming are often cited origins of implicit associations. A few key characteristics of implicit biases. Implicit biases are pervasive. Everyone possesses them, even people with avowed commitments to impartiality, such as judges. Implicit and explicit biases are related but distinct mental constructs. They are not mutually exclusive and may even reinforce each other. The implicit associations we hold do not necessarily align with our declared beliefs or even reflect stances we would explicitly endorse. We generally tend to hold implicit biases that favor our own in-group, though research has shown that we can still hold implicit biases against our in-group. Implicit biases are malleable. Our brains are incredibly complex, and the implicit associations that we have formed can be gradually unlearned through a variety of debiasing techniques. Here are some examples of implicit biases you may encounter. You are reviewing a proposal whose topic is something very similar to your master's thesis. The presentation is poorly constructed and for the average delegate would be very difficult to follow. However, you are passionate about the subject matter and as such decide to give it higher marks than it might otherwise deserve. You are reviewing a presentation that is clearly coming from a small college in a small province. It is about a particular program from that institution and how it has impacted the success of its students. You work at a large university in a large city. You read the proposal and have a hard time finding relevance for your own work in a university setting. How might these two examples represent bias? How can you provide relevant, helpful feedback about these presentations? How can you ensure that your feedback includes perspectives other than your own? Here are some steps you can take to help overcome unconscious bias in the review process. Have multiple reviewers from diverse groups review proposals. Remove all personal information, such as the presenter's names and institutions, from the review process. Consistently apply all criteria to each proposal and do not depend too heavily on only one element. Spend sufficient time on each application. Research has shown the influence of unconscious bias increases when reviewers are pressed for time. Define the decision you make by using the rubric. Take time to reflect on unconscious bias prior to beginning the review process. An interesting exercise to examine your implicit bias is to use the implicit association test. To take an implicit association test, visit implicit.harvard.edu. We hope that this has helped you to become more familiar with implicit bias and you feel confident conducting your reviews. Please stay up to date on all the latest CACUSS news. Follow us on Instagram at CACUSS Photos and Twitter at CACUSS Tweets, and continue to follow the hashtag CACUSS19. We can't wait to see you in Calgary in June, and thank you for all of your time and hard work.